today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. And this carries into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. But number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And the Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Jackson going to run. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Dobbins running out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun on the move to his left.
Jackson.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
He was brought down.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
It's now
it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he displayed a nice little hurdle there, but not a whole lot of room on the back end as he's taken down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The wide receiver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2nd and 6.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Gain of 5.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Jackson will throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the Titans' 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Jackson's pass
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Down Baltimore.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to... And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Is under review.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
Stephen Gostkowski sets the kickoff.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a...
Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 75 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's tackled.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The open man is Smith. And they can't bring him down. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, good move. And he's given 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
Running from the gun with Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A pass there over the middle to start things out.
Jackson.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Shreds the tackle. That bulldozing through multiple tackles. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown.
20. Stephen Gostkowski set to go.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 11, a minute 36 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson's pass.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can throw it over your head.
Caught right side. It's Snead.
Jackson's.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.